What a win by the Toronto Maple Leafs. 6-2. Leafs beat the Philadelphia Flyers. They had a back-to-back. They played against Detroit Saturday night, in Philadelphia on Sunday. And they win 6-2, and Toronto outplayed Philadelphia basically from puck drop. There were a few times throughout the game where you're like, uh-oh, Toronto, don't mess this up. You're outplaying them. But they pulled it off. They did. Right away. Well, not right away, but we'll talk about Mitch Marner. I think he got three assists tonight, or last night, 3, maybe 4. First one, just patience with the puck. At first, I'm like, okay, Mitch, you're 1-on-1. Okay, Mitch, you are 1-on-3. Okay, Mitch, all of Philadelphia's back. Oh, you're waiting for the lane just to open so you can fire a beautiful pass out of the reach of Travis Konechny right on Calle Jarnkrok's stick so we can just one-time it past Carter Hart and it's 1-0 Leafs? Yes, that's exactly what he does. Mitch Marner can do some amazing things. And sometimes those amazing things don't work out, like the first goal by Philadelphia. But hey, no, let's not worry about it. Zach Aston Reese scores, I think. It was either his 3rd or 4th of the year. That's not bad for a guy that came into, on a tryout. He's the one who beat out Abe Kubel and took that spot. Kubel went to waivers. He scores with Wayne Simmons playing on his line. He bats one in there, or smacks one in there to make it 2-0. Mitch Marner then gives a gift to Travis Konechny. That is definitely like a beer league Sunday morning, late Tuesday night, 11 o'clock game style of pass from a forward who goes back, who thinks they're a D, but they're not a D, and just fires it there, but it's kind of like a flub. And Konechny just bats it down with his hand, shoots it 5-hole to beat Murray, who had a great game. He was very solid, got beat twice in the game, but overall, he was big, he was well positioned. There was a handful of Philadelphia chances, not a lot, a handful of Philadelphia chances, and they couldn't capitalize, mainly because Murray was in great position. The glove was working, the blockers working, the pads were working, the giant-ass chest protector was working. He played really well. So that's, the scare of, Samson's not playing well, Murray's not playing well. Oh, God, their save percentage is horrible from the end of December into these first week of January, and then both play really well back-to-back against Detroit and Philadelphia. So he played well, but he got beat there. It's 2-1. Then the Leafs, who gets the third one? Oh, wait, Connor Timmins is in the lineup because TJ Brodie's getting some rest because obviously he's banged up, because every NHL player is. I thought they might rest Gio. In this portion of it, I guess they rested Brodie. I listened to Steve Dangle not long ago. That was this morning. And he mentioned that, Timmins and Brodie played together. They played well. And it was like, is Timmins a product of being with TJ Brodie? Turns out Timmins is just a good hockey player who needed to stay healthy and give an opportunity. He does it. It's really nice. I'm still thinking, does Riley end up going forward? Speaking of Riley, he played well as well. So he played well last night and against Detroit and against Philly. Had some more assists there because he's an offensive defenseman. I just got to remember that. But having 7 competent D plus Ben and Mete, that's just nice to have because injuries are going to happen. People are going to play bad. It's nice to see. So Gio played with Gio and Timmins, Riley and Hall, and then Sandin and Liljegren. I don't care what the D look like, the units or whatever the pairing combinations are. I just want them to play well, and they did. Timmins scores, wrist shot from the point, snipe, makes it 3-1. Then Toronto with the giveaway. I don't even remember who it was. I think it might have been Sandin, or it could have been Liljegren. One of the two. They were out. It was a turnover, and I think it's Nick Delorier. I think it was Nick Delorier with a beautiful little backhand move scoring to make it 3-2. This after the Leafs completely dominating both ends of the ice, neutral, everywhere they were dominating. But that's okay, because the Leafs end up making it 4-2, and it is Marner to Jarnkrok down low to Tavares, who scores again. he snipes over the blocker of Carter Hart, and it's so he makes it 4-2 there. Yeah, it's 3-2. He makes it 4-2, I believe. And then the Leafs get in some penalty trouble. Liljegren hits the post, and then there's a face-off, and Järnkrok wins it. He got a ton of points tonight as well. I'm talking about Riley playing forward with that second line with Tavares and Marner. Järnkrok's dominating. He's like a point per game. What am I even talking about? Anyway, he wins the draw. Liljegren takes another slap shot, one-timer off the draw. He scores, puts it through Tippett, puts it through Hart, makes it 5-2. And then in the third period there, I think it might be Mitch Marner down to John Tavares. Could have been Nylander. I'm not really sure. Don't really remember. It was white tape to black tape. I thought Tavares was going to end up like falling backwards. He was pretty far back on his skate blades there. Feeds a ridiculous feed to Austin Matthews, who literally just like knew it was coming. And as the pass comes, it's like he scoops it and fires in like one motion. Goal. Good luck, Carter Hart. Good luck, Philadelphia Flyers. It's 6-2. All-star level playing by the Leafs, and it's funny because John Tortorella hates the All-Star game. He benched his All-Star in Kevin Hayes. It might have been, probably should have been. Should have been Konechny? I don't know. I'm in this like thing where it's like not every team needs to have a player represented at the All-Star game. I understand you're like each fan base would like that, but there's so many good players out there. To be fair, I'm not really a fan of the whole all-star stuff. I remember as a kid, though, and I loved it, so I think it's for the younger generation, even though I'm still kind of that younger generation. I did love it as a kid. I get it. I understand it. Even though if they're shooting freaking hamburgers into a thing, or they're on the beach and doing a golf thing again, I'm not... That stuff. Just give me the fastest skater. Give me... fast skater, hardest shot, time targets, an agility obstacle course, cool. That kind of stuff I enjoy. We'll see how it goes. But the Leafs are full of all-stars. You've got Matthews, you've got Tavares, you have Marner, you have Nylander, you have Riley, offensive defenseman, you have Mark Giordano because he's 38, 39, 50 years old and still he's a Norris Trophy winner at however it was, 36. He's still playing great. You got two great goaltenders who were redemption projects, who had a bad handful of weeks, and they're back at it. Leafs win 6-2, and they are now, what are we at? What are they, 9 losses, 9-7? Are they 25, 9-7? I don't know. I have no idea. It was game 41, so whatever that math is, Leafs are still a top team in the league. Still. Oh, yeah, by the way, Austin Matthews ain't having the best offensively gifted year. Okay, it's well over a point per game. His goal scoring's down. He got his 20th tonight. So, like, Nylander has 20-something, Matthews 20-something. They're going to have a bunch of guys who have 20-something goals, over 20 goals on this team. A couple might be over 30. I'm not worried about Austin Matthews not getting 60 goals, even 50 goals this year, because his all-around game has improved, and he's just being committed to win. But he can still score, because you saw that shot on the power play. It was insane. It's nice to see. I've got no complaints, really, about that game, except 2 turnovers that ended up leading to goals, and if it was against any other team, aka they're better defensively than the Philadelphia Flyers, that would be an issue, but I understand why that kind of happens, because, well, it was like Toronto was playing against a bunch of toddlers. It was like Flyers defense were like me playing defense. Kind of like Tony DeAngelo, who got benched, which is funny. What a giveaway. What a douchebag. Anyway, Leafs win 6-2, game 41. 2-game win streak, I believe. Let's get it. On to the next one. Comment down below your thoughts on the game. Mitch Marner's off to the All-Star game. Are you going to vote for Austin Matthews? Are you going to vote for Willie Nylander? Who else from the Leafs should make the All-Star team? That's it for me. Take care, everyone. And remember, go Leafs, go. Have a great week.